Did you know that my students have won nearly $1 million in MBA scholarships? That's right, $1 million. And today I'm gonna share the exact strategies they used so you can increase your chances of funding your MBA dreams. Whether you're aiming for a merit scholarship, need-based aid, or a school-specific award, I've got insider tips that work. So stick with me because you won't want to miss my final tip. It's a total game changer. Hi, I'm your host, Caitlin Anderson, admissions consultant and Oxford MBA who has helped hundreds of graduate business school applicants win offers to their dream schools with scholarships. First, let's break down the different kinds of MBA scholarships so you know where to focus your energy. First, we have merit-based scholarships, which are awarded for outstanding academic or professional achievements. So think very high GMAT GRE scores or very impressive leadership roles. My students that have scored above a 655 on the GMAT Focus or 700 on the old GMAT, the 10th edition, have pretty consistently been awarded merit scholarships. But interestingly, my students that have had very high GPAs like 3.8, 3.9, 4.0 haven't achieved the same merit-based scholarships. Second, we have need-based scholarships, which are for students who demonstrate financial need. You want to always check with the university you're applying to see if you need to fill out extra forms to qualify for that scholarship. Now, for example, Columbia Business School, they have a separate form that you need to fill out if you will be requesting the need-based aid. And it's pretty extensive. They're gonna ask you for a lot of financial documentation and a mini essay that explains your financial situation. Third are diversity scholarships, which are awarded to underrepresented groups in business. I can tell you that there are many scholarships at top universities for women. For example, the Forte Fellowship is one that my students have won across different universities and have received tens of thousands of dollars in funding for winning that scholarship. So if you happen to be a woman applying to top MBA programs, and maybe you're from a developing economy or you are working in an industry that has been traditionally dominated by men, you're gonna get a really good look for winning this Forte Fellowship. And usually it's one that you don't have to apply separately for. You're gonna be automatically considered when you submit your application. Fourth are industry-specific scholarships. And these are funded by organizations that are looking for talent in specific fields like consulting or tech, and they will be listed on the university's website, either a link directly to them or all of the criteria to apply will be listed on your university's site. So take a look at the fees and funding pages and you'll learn more about those kinds of scholarships. Finally, we have program-specific scholarships, and those can range from small grants to full tuition coverage, so don't overlook those as well. Just a side note that there are full tuition scholarships that work with multiple universities that you'll want to look into, Fulbright, Chevening, and then you also have full tuition scholarships that are only specific to that university and only specific programs at that university, like the Gates Cambridge Scholarship. Now that you know the types, how do you make yourself eligible? Well, first is going to be through academic excellence by getting a very high GMAT or GRE score. That will unlock doors for you. Second is having a very powerful narrative, which is your personal brand, and compelling personal statements. So you're looking to position yourself in a way that's going to be really attractive to admissions committees. And if you are a minority in any way, either maybe you're a woman or you're a first generation college student, or you come from a low income background, or you are a racial minority, or you are from a developing economy. You need to find a way to include that part of yourself, your life, in your narrative, and you're gonna connect it to your professional goals. Now that might sound a little abstract, but that's why I've created the video on the narrative, so you can see how you can position your goals and the things that you've done in your past and the personal transformational moments that you're gonna talk about in your essays to play up the fact of this part of you that's gonna be attractive for a scholarship. For example, one of my MBA students was an investment banking associate with a 740 GMAT 10th edition score. And we shaped her narrative to include something she never thought of combining with her professional goals, which was her passion for bringing educational opportunities to Vietnamese orphans. She applied with that narrative to Chicago Booth, Yale School of Management, Dartmouth Tuck, and Cornell Johnson. And across those schools, she received a total of $200,000 worth of MBA scholarships. Next are professional achievements. You want to showcase any promotions, awards, or leadership roles that you've taken within your organization. And within organizations where maybe it's not your job, but you have contributed to using your professional skill set. Those can also qualify as professional awards, and you should put all of these awards in your MBA applications. And then finally, we have extracurricular involvement. So that's volunteering. It's becoming a part of a professional association and taking a leadership role or being very active in your community somehow. Those types of activities are going to play into your narrative because it's going to be on your resume as an organization that you volunteered for, or it's going to be under the affiliations, so it's a professional association that you're heavily involved in supporting in a volunteering capacity, or maybe it's a certification of some kind. But those kinds of extracurricular activities are going to be really valuable for admissions committees to see that you are committed to promoting the cause that you are going to talk about in your essays, part of your narrative, throughout your life, not just your working hours. Here's how to maximize your opportunities. First, you need to become aware of the scholarship deadlines, if there are any, and then apply early. So if you're applying to top MBA programs in the United States, most of those don't have hard scholarship deadlines. You can ask the admissions committee just to confirm, but they'll usually tell you that they award scholarship money throughout the 3 rounds of admission. Now, if you're applying to programs in the UK, oftentimes the scholarship deadlines are in January. So just make sure you're aware and then apply as soon as you can so that you can maximize your chance of getting those scholarships. The next thing I would tell you is to network with the admissions team. That means join the webinar events they host online, go in person and talk to them on campus if you live near the school, or send them an email or book a 15-minute call with them, one of the admissions representatives, and ask them about what kind of scholarship opportunities may be available to you. Because I can tell you, we've discovered little known facts about scholarships that are available for certain students by attending those webinars or talking to an admissions member. So I can give you a specific example. I was listening in on a University of Michigan Masters in Sport Management webinar, general information session, and they revealed this little fact about a scholarship that they give to people who are the first in their family to come to the United States to get a graduate degree. And they basically begged the audience people, if you were that person, to apply because they need to award that money. So you need to attend those events, you need to talk to the admissions teams and find out if there are these kinds of scholarships that you just may not be aware of because they haven't posted them on their websites. Insider tip number 1 is talk to current students and alumni. There are many scholarships available that are not widely advertised that these people will know about. And and they can help you learn how to negotiate with the admissions committees to win higher offers than what you were originally given. The other thing is that when you talk to these current students, you'll understand what the current practices are for the admissions committees, because a lot of times these practices will change rapidly. Insider tip number 2 is to leverage other schools' offers. Schools know the value of their brand and where they sit in the market roughly, so you can use that to your advantage. To illustrate this concept, I want to tell you about a student that I had last year who had applied to 2 schools with me, UCLA Anderson and Northwestern Kellogg, for their MBA program. And at UCLA, he received a $140,000 scholarship to attend, which was almost a full ride. And then at Northwestern, he received a $40,000 scholarship. So because he had that very high scholarship amount, we decided to go back to Kellogg and just ask, would they increase the scholarship? Their response was they only increased the scholarship for applicants who have been accepted to Harvard, Wharton, or Stanford. So that shows you that schools are thinking in these terms. So be aware of that and use that to your advantage. That's it for now. If you found these tips helpful, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. If you're looking for personalized guidance, you can contact me through my website and we can craft a strategy that will help you get the funding you need. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.